definitely a spiritual hotspot if I ever saw one.
All born of the planet of Jeff, without exception.
This is definitely a spiritual hotspot if I ever saw one. This is definitely a spiritual hotspot if I ever saw one. This is definitely a spiritual hotspot if I ever saw one. This is definitely a spiritual hotspot if I ever saw one.
Come on, planet! Grant me good fortune!
So the concert at the Royal Coast.
Welcome to the Sildra Inn, the Canyon's famed Save Hotel.
The starlit night is yours. Go with the planet's blessings.
But don't you think it might be a little big for the two of us?
Well, it does need to have room for my piano.
Ours is the most storied establishment in...
This place is divine! I can't believe you got a reservation!
So this is the famous cave hotel.
Have you heard about...
Okay, now this is what I...
May the planet watch over and...
The luminance of materia is the light of the very planet itself.
I'm gonna become a whole new me.
You must
You can add a dash of the planet's grace.
I was born and raised here, in this canyon. I was to become a watcher of the Veil like those before me, until I was taken by Shinra. Now that I'm home, and have repaid my debt to you, I plan to serve my village once more. I appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you.
We're really gonna miss you, Red.
Oh, don't say that. You're only making this harder. I mean, I wish we had more time, but this is my duty.
I suppose it was your duty to act the old man.
I wanted you to treat me as an equal, not a dog.
Nanakis! Is that you, my boy?
Coming!
So, was that goodbye?
Nah, I'm sure we'll see him around the canyon. The real question is, why'd we come here? To learn the secrets of planetology. Come on!
Can't forget that materia!
As for me... that'll do. I'm gonna steal some shut-eye, if you don't mind.
Then we can see the sights.
souls. All being...
There's also a sister ceremony to the River of Light.
Feel the energy all around you. At our very core, we are connected to the planet.
All who seek to understand.
We will now embark on our tour of the Veil.
Feel the energy all around you. It rides the wind.
Look at these rock formations.
Blessings of the planet be upon your cooking with our one-of-a-kind season.
You heard of phoenix species? Supposedly they're great for your health.
There are windmills everywhere.
Hey, is Fella Bugenhagen gonna come down today? I don't know. Oh, hello. Heading out somewhere?
Yes, actually.
We are here by the grace of the planet.
Don't miss out on this chance.
Each day we share it.
I want to be.
As such, the life with which she has blessed us is a gift that must one day be returned. To nurture your spirit is to nurture
Every day, I
the
get...
planet. And so, I implore you, brothers and sisters, do not neglect your...
What an upstanding young man you are, helping out.
All of the items we are
I can...
crafted by the Vale's most skilled artisans.
Avalanche wanted and alive.
The festival this evening may be of interest to you.
Hearken to the wisdom of the planet. It is boundless.
It's as though the wind...
Today is a special day.
Fellow Bugenhagen has forbidden anyone from entering.
Indeed.
You're interested in learning more about planetology? That's wonderful.
Since time immemorial.
Tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planetology?
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Nanaki. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Vale and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Nanaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around. Nanaki never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him. That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it. While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
And yet, it's like you're singing to me of the planet's wisdom. Don't you worry, my dear. I'll find a way to bring out the full depths of your beauty. Cross my heart.
We've all been worried sick about Nanaki, fellow Bugenhagen chiefly among us.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful. Have my devices piqued your curiosity? They are essential to my studies of the planet. That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. That right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space. To gaze at the stars is to gaze into their past, what they once were, eons ago.
Can't say I'm all that interested in the future, but that's just how we're wired. Humans can't help but fixate on the past, on what used to be.
The planet connects us, one and all, for everything exists through her.
Oh, you won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
The planet connects us, one and all, for everything exists through her. That again, huh? The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them, with our own eyes. 2, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado, This is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot.
Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
Right this way.
I never thought you could become even more enchanted.
We've all been worried sick about Nanaki, fellow Bugenhagen chiefly among us.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world. That which disrupts the natural order. The other which